Vincent Longo, and I am one of the winners of M Library's Undergraduate Research Award for multi-term projects. My research was on Orson Welles' 1946 Broadway musical, Around the World. While most of Welles' work is highly researched, Around the World is a big gap in scholarly writing, probably because it was a huge commercial failure and a critical bust. However, Around the World is a really interesting example of multimedia stage production before multimedia was really coined. Orson Welles shot 6 original film sequences for the play and integrated them in ways that you aren't sure what's the stage and what's the film. And you have characters coming out of the films and onto the stage seamlessly. It's really interesting work because it takes Orson Welles, who is a highly acclaimed film director, and it says, you know, maybe he's not a film director, but he's also not a theater director. Maybe he's a multimedia artist, and that's how he should be classified, and that's how the rest of his work should be looked at. Through my research, I used many library resources and services. Because of the nature of studying a 1946 Broadway play, I dove heavily into primary research, and one of the best ways that I did that is through M Library's Special Collections, which houses a large amount of Orson Welles' archives and primary documents, which I then supplemented with other outside archival research at Indiana's Lilly Library and the New York Library for the Performing Arts. In those archives, I took many digital photos, which then I turned into my own sort of digital photo archive, which then I could go through later. But other M Library resources that I used that were really key were the Merlin catalog, which helped me find a lot of secondary sources. I also used ProQuest historical newspapers, which helped me find other newspaper articles that are not housed in any archives. With that, I was quite nearly literally able to reconstruct the play and also reconstruct the film sequences, which if I didn't do that, I wouldn't have been able to study it at all. One of the big things that surprised me about conducting research in the Michigan libraries is just how easy it was and how fluid it was. Not only do we have really well kept and rare archives that hold really great primary documents, our stacks and secondary publications are well organized. We have almost everything that I needed, and if we didn't have it, you know, they could get it so quickly, and I never would have thought doing research of this scale would have been so easy.